Okay, so you want a line across your header in Microsoft Word. Let's look at a few ways you can achieve this. Now the first thing to do is to double click into the header, and you should then see this little header label appear. And probably the simplest way to create a line across the header is to use 3 hyphens. So if you press the hyphen key 3 times on your keyboard and then press enter, it will create a thin line across the header, a thin black line. Now if you want a slightly thicker black line, use 3 underscores. So it's shift and then the hyphen key 3 times and then press enter. And you'll get a thick black line across your header. Now with both of these line types you can type on top of the lines. But if you want to change the color of the line or do anything else to the format of the line, you're going to need to use one of the other methods. Okay, so let's look at the second method for inserting a line across your header. Now to use the second method, you need to go to the Home tab on your ribbon, and you'll see in the paragraph group there is a borders button. So if you click on the little drop down there, there is an option down here for horizontal line. Now if you want to type in the vicinity of that line, by default you're going to have to type under it. But we'll just get rid of it. If you first of all press enter before you insert the horizontal line, you can then click above it and type some text. Now this drop down can also be used to add other types of lines. You can actually add a border line. So if you go to this drop down, you'll see there is an option for bottom border. And I can type some text above it. Now borders can be formatted. So if I just undo that line, and this time I'm going to go to the drop down but go down to borders and shading. Now what I can do is I can choose a style of border, so I'll keep it as a solid line, but I can change the color here. I'll make it green, and I can also change its thickness. So then I need to say which border I want. I want a bottom border, so I click on this button here. So you've got top, bottom, left and right. Click on OK and you get that border, and you can type some text above it. Now the next option is to use a line shape to draw a line in your header. And to do that you need to go to the Insert tab on your ribbon, and then you go to the Shapes menu, and under Lines you'll see you've got a line shape there. So you click on it, hold down Shift on your keyboard, and then drag across the header. So by default it draws a thin blue line, but you'll see there's a Shape Format tab available when you have the line selected, and here you can change the color of the line and its weight. Can't see many weights there because the keyboard's in the way, but let's go back to it. Now this line can be dragged up and down within the header, and you can type above it. Or if I move the line, the text appears below it. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Hopefully that's useful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.